can say snow, I find no very difficult. What I've had to do is learn how to say that word no. What are some of the reasons we don't say no? Well, we feel guilty. Why do we feel guilty? Because we want to be helpful. We want to be seen to be helpful, whether it's at work or at home. Sometimes we're fearful. There may be some reprisals. Maybe no is not acceptable in our culture, but we can't do it all. We have to focus on what genuinely matters. And so what we need to do is know when to say no, when to say yes, and when to say maybe. So the first thing we need to do is ask questions. What exactly are you being asked to do? I've found in the past that sometimes I've kind of resentfully said yes and done something that's hugely detailed. And actually, when I've given it to the person who needed it, they've said, well, I just needed a bare bones. What exactly are you being asked to do? Before you make a decision at all, what are the timelines? What's the standard? Now, if it doesn't fit with your priorities, it's perfectly okay to say no, and you should not feel guilty. If your boss is the sort of person who demands that you will fit in whatever is being asked of you, well, what you need to do is, okay, boss, so you're asking me to drop everything and work on this. So which of these other priorities that I'm working on would you like me to stop working on while I do that? Secret here is stop talking. It doesn't have to be a boss, it can be anybody. But my mouth is usually where I let myself down. I want to be helpful, particularly if somebody I know they're overwhelmed themselves. And I might say, well, which of these would you like me to stop working on? And then I'll say, but wait a minute, leave it with me. I'll see if I can make it work. They know you'll do it, and I know I'll do it. But if you are saying yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Well, if no is actually a more valuable answer to what you're being asked to do right now, no, it has to be. Suggest delegating it to somebody who maybe has more expertise, or they have lower costs, or maybe it's a growth stretch assignment for somebody. That's really important as well. Sometimes you can suggest, if it's a one-off thing, that you outsource it. Find somebody outside the organization who can just step in. There's no leading time, no learning time. If it's a one-off thing, that can be great. But when you say no, you're freeing up your time to say yes. And the important thing is say yes to the things that are really critical, the things that matter, and say no without feeling guilty to the things that really you shouldn't be doing. I hope that's helpful. For more tips and resources, check the links below the video. Thanks for watching.